Hello and welcome again. I'm Catherine Young, and this is our channel, Our Courage to Heal podcast. Before we begin, let me just say this. I'm not a professional healer and I cannot diagnose. I'm just another person who has been wounded but guided to receive healing. And now I'm here to share my story with you so that hopefully you too can find your courage to heal and stay on the healing journey. Now, let's begin. The society has too many titles. In some cultures, certain titles weigh more than others. As I move through the different chapters in life, I sometimes get more confused about the different titles I hold. I wonder who I am and why it matters. As I dissect through moments of my life, I finally found who I am, who I can be, and I realized I am a finite being with infinite possibilities. Let's begin. Book 2, The Healing, Chapter 7, Who Am I? Who should I be? So, I was led by life experiences to receive healing, and all these had been nothing but confusing from the very beginning. Everything I was to and to me, even my memories, seemed to be just an illusion. Nothing seemed real. I was caught off guard by my hidden childhood memories. I was caught off guard by the number of friends and even close friends whom I could no longer connect with. I was caught off guard by how different I was feeling from a moment ago just before a healing session. I walked on the streets just like I was in another dimension observing life on earth. I didn't know who I am anymore. While a part of me was very curious and excited to find out, the part of me was really scared and wanted to hide again. So I did hide and live in a daze, just running on autopilot response most of the time. I couldn't wait to meet friends whom I still feel connected with. They were always there for me. I could be lost on planet Earth or orbiting in my own universe, and they would be there when I show up again, ready to ground me, keep me safe, and of course, feed me. Yes, most of my friends love to feed me, and that made me so happy too, nourished by that meal of love. Just genuinely so happy, grateful, and loved. I wanted to ask them who I was, because I was happiest when I was with them. I was so curious, and so I did go back to Singapore and meet them and ask them in so many forms who I was. There was one particular statement that really intrigued me. It took me days and weeks to feel its meaning. She told me I was very brave. I replied, but I'm always scared. Being brave is doing things even when you're scared. I slowly came out of hiding. I felt it was okay for me to move forward in life with a portion of fear. I found my courage that day. It was still hard to articulate what came through, but sometimes we just needed that special key to help open our heart space again. I think for me, I was hiding because I was scared. I came out of the hole I had confined myself in for months, and I trekked on very carefully, finding my everyday, a new healer, and myself. Instead of hiding, I decided to go on an exploratory vacation to just enjoy experiencing life and saying yes, especially when I felt scared, but a part of me wanted to say yes. I took out all my clothing design sketches that I had previously censored and added back all the bold and beautiful details that made me happy. I drew wildly, fearlessly, and very happily. I planned holidays to surprise my children, delight my parents, and say yes to every experience I wished to have. I also mastered filtering out the frowning or raising eyebrows of my husbands. I closed the doors to my business without a timeline and just focused on a project, a design, an entry at a time, making sure that each was a masterpiece that aligned with my sole purpose. I lived with a new set of rules called alignment, ease, and grace. I was living okay, but family around me got worried. They wondered why I stopped rushing every day, fighting for time to grow my business. My partner asked why I wasn't sewing around the clock, why I wasn't doing this and that. I didn't feel the need to explain myself. I didn't feel defensive. I wasn't going to start rushing. I knew, and I know I still am, healing the wounded parts of me. I knew I needed to connect within and stop distracting myself with society-defined norms. I wanted a life defined by me. So, who am I? I am Catherine Young and only Catherine Young. And I only allow light-filled experiences to enter my space. I am a mother, wife, daughter, friend, fashion designer, podcaster, businesswoman, and I'm Catherine Young in all of them. These are societal place titles for easy categorization so that it would appear that we have our purpose-filled roles and value. But actually, I am just a soul enjoying this human experience, and all these titles are the chapters of experiences I would love to partake in. It didn't quite matter who I am, but it now matters how I feel, whether I'm valuing my life. It now matters whether I'm connecting to my heart, whether my heart walls are soft, whether I'm living with ease and grace. And so, if you today stripped off all my title of a businesswoman, a fashion designer, would I still feel my value, worth, and purpose? This is what matters most to me now. Because this is my new guiding post in life, and I can now feel the universal power within me and sail fearlessly in the unknown seas. And that's why life is a sweet, sweet life. I am no longer fearful, holding on to the material things and societal status tightly. I am what I experience, grow, and love. That's who I am. I'm healing, and I'm learning to accept and be grateful for each experience I'm given by grace and love of the universe. Dear one, once upon a time, I started my business because I needed to find my worth and value after becoming a stay-home mom. That naked feeling of emptiness and statusless gave me a false impression of unworthiness. But the new statuses I attained also chained my existence to the slavery of struggles, exhaustion, and more unworthiness. But life has no judgment, status, or achievements. Life is just living, whether you, our family dog, or I, when we reduce to ashes, I don't think I can tell whose ashes and bones are more superior. But I do feel the same sadness about the parting. In fact, I felt much more sadness when my statusless, zero salary, and very dependent grandma passed away. What's her worth? It's always love. Dear one, this episode is really close to my heart because the societal chains had kept me in hiding for far too long. The pain, shame, guilt, and embarrassment has stopped me from living my best. I really wish by sharing my growth, each and every one of us can now feel free to live, love, and experience life as is. Enjoy your life. May peace, love, and gratitude fill your heart always. I will be rooting for you.